And the fourth umpire, Chris Gaffney. Now is the time to award the player of the match. And to present this, we have Mr. Sachin Tendulkar. There were some notable performances in this game today, but it was one man who stole the show. Travis Head, for 137 of just 120 balls, 15 fours and 4 sixes, is the man of the match in the World Cup final. Well, the next award is for the player of the tournament. And the jury for this award comprised of Mr. Ian Bishop from the ICC TV commentary team, Ms. Cass Naidu, also from the ICC TV commentary team, Mr. Shane Watson, the same from the ICC television commentary team, Mr. Sunil Vaidya, sports journalist, and Mr. Wasim Khan, ICC General Manager Cricket. And for his outstanding performance right through the World Cup, the player of the tournament, for being the most consistent player, Virat Kohli. 765 runs and 300s marking this tournament. He collects the award from Mr. Roger Binny, the president of the BCCI. They may have come second best today, but congratulations to India for their part in this tournament. They've been superb and have added a lot to the event. May I now invite the Indian team to come up to collect their medals from Mr. Jay Shah, the Honorary Secretary of the BCCI. We start with Ravichandran Ashwin. Mr. Jasprit Bumrah. Mr. Shubman Gill. Shreyas Iyer. Ravindra Jadeja. Ishan Kishan. Virat Kohli. Prasidh Krishna. KL Rahul. Another man who's had an outstanding tournament, Mohammad Shami. Mohammad Siraj. Shardul Thakur. Kuldeep Yadav. Surya Kumar Yadav. And the captain, Rohit Sharma. Well, I'd like to ask Rohit, come up please. Well, Rohit Chakla, you can hold your head high with the way you play, but on the given day, Australia were super.
Yeah, I mean, look, honestly, the result has not gone our way. Obviously, we know that. we were not good enough today. But again, I think really proud of the team, how we played from game one. Just wasn't our day. We tried everything we could from our side. But yeah, wasn't supposed to be.
240 you got. What do you think was par for the course then?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, 20-30 more would have been good. We spoke around 25-30 overs when KL and Virat were batting. I thought, when they were batting, they were stitching a good partnership there. And then we just needed to bat as long as possible. We were looking at 270, 280 at that point, but then we kept losing wicket. We couldn't stitch a big partnership there. And that's exactly what Australia did to win the game. They stitched a big partnership after that 3 wickets.
47 for 3 you had Australia. What was going through your mind at that stage?
No, look, obviously that was the plan. When you have 240 on the board, you want to take wickets as early as possible, and we did that. But then again, credit to those two guys in the middle, Travis Head and Manas. They stitched a big partnership and put us completely out of the game for us. But again, we tried everything we could. But I thought the wicket got slightly better to bat under the lights.
Coming to that, thoughts on the pitch. It was slow first up, and then in the last 20 overs or so when Australia batted, came on nicely.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we knew under the lights it would be slightly better, but again, don't want to give that as an excuse. We didn't bat well enough to put enough runs on the board. And then with the seamers up front, we got those 3 wickets where we thought, another wicket there, we can open up the game. But again, credit to those 2 guys in the middle for stitching that big partnership.
Well, you can hold your head high. Rohit, it's been an outstanding 1.5 months. You guys have played fantastic cricket, and some of your boys have been simply outstanding. Tough luck today.
Thank you.
Well, Rohit Sharma, captain of the Indian team. And I'd now like to ask the victorious Australian team to come up and receive their medals from Mr. Greg Buckley, the ICC chairman. We start with Sean Abbott. Mr. Alex Carey. Mr. Cameron Green. Josh Hazelwood. Travis Head. Josh Inglis. Manas Labuschagne. Mitchell Marsh. Glenn Maxwell. Steve Smith. Mitchell Starc. Marcus Stoinis. David Warner. Zampa. Adam Zampa. And the captain, Pat Cummins. And now I'd like to ask Pat Cummins to come and have a chat, please. Pat, you'll be chucked to bits with the way your boys played, just rose to the occasion on the big day.
Yeah, that's it. I think we saved our best for last. And yeah, a couple of big match players stood up and yeah, we're pretty chuffed.
Great decision at the toss. You seemed pretty confident when you said you wanted to field first.
Yeah, we're tossing it up. We've been batting first pretty much for the whole tournament. Today we thought, it was a good night to chase down. We thought it might actually get a little bit easier to play and everyone's pretty keen to get out there.
What do you make of the pitch when you started bowling, the pace of the track?
It was a bit slower than I thought. Didn't particularly spin probably as much as we thought either. And I thought everyone adjusted pretty well and they bowled some tight lines.
When you came into bowl, you were the first bowler who adjusted your lens. You brought it back and hit the deck.
Yeah, on a slow wicket like that, it was pretty variable bounce. So we thought a couple of catches on the leg side. Yeah, you've got to score runs in ODI cricket, so put a few catches there, make a couple of decisions.
As a captain, you would have been delighted with the way your guys fielded in that first 1 hour of play. They were desperate and they were brilliant.
Yeah, desperate for sure. I think it all started last week against South Africa. The boys are fantastic. And, yeah, we've got an aging side, but everyone still throws himself around in the game when you've got a big stadium like this pack.
What were you happy restricted in India to? In the end, it was 240.
Yeah, really chuffed with 240. I think probably anything under 300 really. I thought 300 might have been tough but achievable on that wicket, so we're really happy with 240.
Now to win a World Cup final, you've got to show character. And at 47 for 3, there might have been a few, your hearts fluttering there, but that partnership was magnificent.
Yeah, I was one of those blokes with the heart fluttering upstairs. I was pacing. Magnificent. Marnus walked in there and a cool head straight away, and Trapp just does what he does. Really brave again. He takes the game on, puts the pressure back on the bowlers, and to do it on the biggest stage, it shows a lot of character.
No, but when you look at Travis Head, he plays the first half of the tournament. He comes in, gets 100, and he finishes off with 100, and in blazing fashion on a big stage.
Oh, amazing. And I think the unheralded few, the selectors that backed him in, even when he's had a broken hand, and the medical team to get him back. It was a big risk that we took, and it paid off. And you couldn't be happy for Trav. He's a legend. We love him, and how fun is he to watch?
Now, this is probably the biggest crowd we've seen for an international match, and it happened to be a World Cup final, close to 125,000 people. What did it feel like?
It was awesome. I must say, I was pretty happy they were silent for a lot of the bowling innings. A couple of times they got loud and it was really loud, but fantastic. The passion in India is unrivaled around the world, and I think it's amazing that every single person's wearing the blue shirt, so you look around and it's a pretty special moment. One that, whatever the result happened, we're never going to forget a day like today.
Now, what did you tell your boys? You lost the first 2 games, and then to bounce back and recover in the manner you are, winning 9 on the trot. What was the message sent after those 2 games?
You've got to go and win a World Cup. You just can't wait for it to happen. And I think you've got to be brave at times. You've got to take the game on. And there was a real shift after those first 2 games. With our batting particularly, you saw the openers going really aggressive, and that pretty much didn't waver from that for the rest of the tournament. And it was total buy-in from everyone, and in the end it worked.
It's a great 6 months for you. World Test Championship, now the World Cup.
Oh yeah, crazy. This year will be a year we remember for a long, long time. It's been...
Well, Pat, thanks a lot. Hang in there. Well, now it's the opportunity to call the Honourable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, onto the stage, please. And we'll also invite Mr. Richard Marles, the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia. So the Honourable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, and Mr. Richard Marles, the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia. Well, thank you, Pat. I now request you to go and collect the World Cup from the Honourable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi. And congratulations to Australia. And it's many congratulations to Australia.
Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi and Deputy PM of Australia. ప్రతి ఒక్క ఆస్ట్రేలియన్ టీమ్ ప్లేయర్ కి కూడా శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలుపుతున్నారు ప్రధానమంత్రి నరేంద్ర మోడీ. It's time for the party. ఆస్ట్రేలియన్ క్రికెట్ టీమ్ ఛాంపియన్స్ అన్న ట్యాగ్ వాళ్ళ సొంతం మరోసారి. ఇది వాళ్ళ కొత్తవి కాదు. అండ్ మరోసారి మరో దేశంలో మరొక వరల్డ్ కప్ ఫైనల్లో మళ్ళీ వాళ్లే విజేతలు. The champions of 2023 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, Australia. ఆ 15 మంది వాళ్ళ జీవితంలో మర్చిపోలేని రోజు. Mitchell Marsh, David Warner, Travis Head, Glenn Maxwell, Steve Smith, Manas Labuschagne, Josh Inglis, Pat Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood, Zampa. ఇవాళ ఆడిన 11 మంది. ఇవాళ 11లో లేని కెమెరూన్ గ్రీన్, మార్కస్ స్టాయినస్, కెమెరూన్ గ్రీన్. వాళ్ళు కూడా ఈ గెలుపుని అంతే ఆస్వాదిస్తారు. వాళ్ళతో పాటు వాళ్ళ సపోర్ట్ స్టాఫ్, కోచింగ్ స్టాఫ్ మొత్తం అందరూ కూడా. చరిత్ర ఎప్పుడు గెలిచిన వాళ్ళే రాస్తారు. అండ్ ఈ చాప్టర్ రాసేది ఆస్ట్రేలియన్ క్రికెట్ టీమ్. ఛాంపియన్స్ ఆఫ్ ది వరల్డ్ అండ్ రికార్డ్ బ్రేకింగ్ ఆరోసారి వరల్డ్ ఛాంపియన్స్ గా మారారు ఓడిఐ క్రికెట్ లో. దిస్ ఈస్ ద టీమ్ టు బీట్. ఏ వరల్డ్ కప్ వచ్చినా కూడా క్రికెట్ లో ఆస్ట్రేలియాని ఓడించిన టీమే గెలుస్తుంది అంటుంటారు. ఎవరు ఓడించకపోతే వాళ్లే గెలిచిపోతారు.